Hello friends, we are back and this time we have a very interesting experiment on light. And what we are going to do is that we are going to compare different sources of light. In our house we use a lot of artificial light. We use filament bulb, we use CFL bulb, and now most of us are moved to LED bulb. Now what's the difference between the light produced by each of these different types of bulbs or a rod or whatever that in whatever form that you are using? What's the difference between them? We say natural light is the best because it has all the elements, all the lights of all the colors, and they're all equally distributed. So in this experiment we are going to find out what are the lights emitted by these different sources of bulb. So how are we going to analyze this light? I got this device called spectrometer, and what does the spectrometer do? Basically it takes the source light and analyzes and gives you output in terms of the components of light and what is the intensity of each component of light vis-a-vis other. So this spectrometer has two parts. One is this core machine which does the whole processing of the light, and two is the sensor. Now sensor has a small opening here and I can point it to the direction, in the direction of the light, and that input will be then analyzed by the spectrometer, and that will be fed to the software which will show me the data in terms of the graph as to how what are the different components of this light and what is the intensity of the light of each component. Okay, so let's start this experiment. First I will show you the data of the light that in which this whole shooting is taking place, the environment in which I am doing this recording right now. So if you look at, I don't have to kind of point it anywhere, it should be same all around, but let me point to the main source of the light, and if you can see that the intensity of all the elements of the light is more or less same. It has equal amount of violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow and orange and red. So there is not much of a difference between one component of the light vis-a-vis. So this is a good light both for reading and even watching TV or you are in front of any screen. This is a good light. Now let's look at the filament bulb and what does it have? What components of the light have? Are they all balanced, or there is one component which is more than other? So I will switch on the light bulb. It's a 200 watt filament bulb, so probably it should give me a good data, and I'm going to just point it towards the if you look at the graph, you will see that this light has a much higher intensity of red light as well as yellow and green, but not so much of blue and indigo. So this is kind of it deviates a lot from the natural light which has all the components. So more of red, more of yellow, orange, and not so much of the balance across different light components. So let me change the bulb now. Let me use CFL bulb. I will switch it on and point my sensor towards it, and let's see what does it show. If you look at the graph, it is showing it has more of a blue and green and very much less of a red, and it's kind of visible to you also that it's not a warm white. It is called as cool white light in the CFL bulbs, and it has more of a blue, more of a green, a bit of yellow and very little of red. It's kind of exactly opposite of the filament bulb. Filament bulb has more of red, this has more of blue and green. So again, I mean, is it the best source of light? Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. The last bulb that we are going to test is LED bulb. Let's see what does LED bulb looks like, or what is the LED light looks like. Okay, again I am putting my pointer towards this thing, and let's look at what does the graph show. And it is again very different from other two. It has very less of red, even though it looks warm white. It has very less of red, more of yellow, and bit of indigo which is there, but again not very high compared to other sources of light. So guys, we saw three different sources of light: filament bulb, CFL bulb and LED bulb. Now LED bulb is the one that we use mostly, and each of them had a different composition in terms of what color of light it has got and what is the intensity of the light of each component. So you tell me, which is the light which is best suited? Was it filament bulb? Is it CFL or is it LED? Now we know LED is one of the most power efficient source of light, but anyway, from the reading point of view, from working on the screens, which light do you think is the best? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I will see you next time with yet another interesting experiment on science. As I always say, science is always fun when it learned with experiments, be it physics, be it chemistry or be it biology. So let's keep doing experiments. We are making these videos so that science learning can be fun and enjoyable. If you like our videos, please subscribe and don't forget to press on the bell icon so that you can keep getting the updates about our latest videos and experiments.